bam, whoa, Black Betty, bam, a lamb, damn thing, go wow, bam, a lamb. From Alabama, bam, a lamb.
Welcome back. This is Dead Pine Archives. My name is Dan, and I'm here with my two hosts, Neil and Kelly.
Hooroo.
Bam, a lamb.
And there's a certain song that's been stuck in one of our heads. You have to guess who
It
and
is-
what song.
And I'll tell you what, it has nothing to do with nothing.
It does not. Today, we're going over a story that I found, and I'm going to claim it as a urban legend and not a ghost story. And I have decided, which I'm sure most other people know this, but I've decided what my line is between ghost story and urban legend.
One involves a ghost?
This one involves ghosts.
So what is... I don't think I even know what the difference is from... Anyway.
Why are they mutually exclusive?
Well, they can be like, you can have this, like them interlock or whatever, because it is a ghost story kind of, but urban legend, there's no facts. So
okay.
like this whole story, they have like bits and pieces where they're like, oh, this was this and this and that, but like none of the names are proven, none of the actions are proven, any of it is proven, but it's said to happen.
So
and, it's an urban legend.
That's so many of the ghost stories we've done so far.
No, but like Minnie Quay was a ghost story because she was an actual person.
No,
But her love had no name.
Yes, but she was documented and her death was documented.
See, and I would have thought the opposite. I would have thought that an urban legend had a basis in some just little kiss of a fact, and then it spiraled.
No, it's Kelly's ghost story about the girl and the lovers who killed each other and blah, 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 and none of that actually happened.
And that one is confusing because that one is actually seen as a cryptid more than an urban legend, more than a ghost story.
Is wrong.
If you look up cryptids of Michigan, Ada Witch comes up. She's in the list always.
If you look up the lyrics to Black Betty, it says that she had a child.
I'm not...
It went wild, and then it went blind for some reason.
I'm not saying these are correct ways of viewing it.
Is Black Betty your new cryptid?
I don't know.
We'll talk about that.
That's not a Michigan
today.
one, so we're going to have to deep dive. That's Alabama.
Yeah, we're going to have to wait until we expand a little.
Yeah, so I'm like trying to find my own like difference between them all. It doesn't really matter because all cryptids are kind of urban legends in a way, and so are ghost stories. But this doesn't have like any facts other than the location.
Okay.
Because even like parts of it, like there's no proof. There's no proof of any of it.
That's fair. I mean, if you look at urban legends, like the most famous urban legend is Hook Hand Guy,
I was
right?
going to say,
Yeah.
man-door, hand-hook, car door.
That's it. That's
Not to
exactly
say
it.
like the Headless Horseman or anything like that, but yeah, Hookman. There's no like actual like this is where it came from. This is what happened. This they can be like location specific, but they're not like time and people specific.
I'd like to make myself
Headless
believe that there
Horseman
was
was
a hook in a door.
Headless
Am I?
Horseman was a novel.
Well, yeah.
That's not an urban legend. The urban legend about the guy who escaped from the asylum.
No.
Neil,
You're right.
Christopher Walken's not real.
No. That was a story turned into it was a story that said it was a legend, and then Okay. Anyways, so this one is a legend.
An urban legend. There's a difference between a legend and an urban legend.
That's true. One means you are a cool guy, and the other one means you are in the suburbs, urban area.
Oh my God. I watched it unfold, and it
was painful for me too. It's okay. Anyways, it's an urban legend. And the urban legend I'm going over is called Hellbridge. Because it sounded cool.
Is it a bridge over hell?
No.
Is it a bridge over the portal to hell that we talked about a couple episodes ago?
Is it
No.
Is it anything like a bridge over troubled water?
Like a bridge over troubled
I don't know what you're doing. I assume it's a song.
You did not stay up late enough in the early 2000s to watch the infomercials.
Oh. Because I'm your lady. Okay, all right. I know what we're on. Anyways, the Hellbridge of Algoma Township.
Okay.
Algoma.
Another place I'm not familiar with.
It's near Rockford, Michigan.
Okay. God, I don't know where anything is in this state. Every other story, I'm like,
I don't know either.
oh, it's in Bumble Snort.
Bumble Snort, Michigan. Yeah.
Yeah, I have never heard of it before.
From there, yeah. Sorry, Dan. Please continue.
It's in the UP.
I'm assuming since you haven't heard of this place, you guys have not heard of the Hell Bridge of Algoma Township.
No.
Yeah. All right. Me neither until now. There's a lot of bridge stories out there, but this one I had not heard about before. I will start off with it. Pretty simple, the backstory and all that jazz. In the woods off of Frisk Road in Algoma Township near Rockford, Michigan, is a thin but long latticed metal footbridge that looks straight out of Silent Hill. I'm not joking you. It's like that orangey, rusty metal, and it's so weird looking.
Always covered in fog for some reason.
Well, it's over like a river, so it probably is.
There's a sign up next to it that just says "The unvaccinated beware."
Oh my god! For a second, I was like, "What?" No, that makes sense.
The
Tetanus. The bridge spans across the Rouge River and is barely wide enough for one person to walk across.
Oh, okay.
Out of crazy stuff. I actually have some photos I can show you guys right now before we even get any further. And for those listening, you can see these photos. I will put them on our Instagram, and then you can also see them. That is what you can do.
Oh, fuck that.
What?
I think he's looking at the bridge.
Oh yeah.
That does not look like it was built to last.
Yeah, how long has it been there? Do we know?
What
The hell is that? Sorry.
Yeah.
It was a slightly bigger picture, so now I understand more.
So here's the thing is sometimes too, like the pictures make it seem like it's huge, and then other times the pictures do not. But like here's a beautiful, really shitty picture of it at night.
A haunted bridge for ants.
A haunted bridge for ants.
Oh, yeah. No, you can't. So, listeners, the picture at night, they used clearly like the flash on their phone, and you can only see about halfway across the bridge, and then it's just into pitch blackness.
Yeah, here's a person on the bridge, which will also be in our little photos on Instagram, just so you can see the size of it. Like, I wouldn't walk across that during the day when there's no wind, and also for some reason feel steady.
And like to clarify it, and also check out the pictures for yourself. But like, it has no railings. That whole chain link situation that Dan mentioned, that's what the
bottom
floor
is.
of
Yeah,
it
it
is.
is.
I was like, so it's like
floor.
a bridge that has like a chain link fence around it. No, there are no signs.
That's why it looks straight out of Silent Hill. Like
Yeah.
it looks like someone took fencing and was like, that can be a floor.
No, literally, it's like somebody knocked over just like a long part of a fence and was like, yeah, and then
That's
just
fine.
walked away.
I can leave it there.
I was going to say, it absolutely looks like scrap metal that was just laid across to cross the river.
Which, like, the only reason I know that it's like, it was meant to be there is that they have cinder blocks on each side, like that it's attached to. Like, it's not like just like when you place there, like it's, they made concrete posts. Yeah, so the bridge isn't even like strategically placed, and there's really no prominent footpath leading to or away from the bridge. Apparently, there was an old stone bridge there that this replaced, but I have no photos of that. So I don't know.
It was just like 3 rocks that were
It could have
scattered
been.
in
No,
the water.
literally. It could have been. It's
And the
not
bridge itself
long.
is just under the surface of the water. You
Yeah,
can see it.
it's not very long, so the tail with it, I'm not sure. So the stone bridge would have had to been a lot higher for the story. So I don't know if just over time it got shallower or what happened, but the story, imagine the bridge is, a bridge and not like a weird foot bridge
A plank.
a plank. But anyway, so this bridge is called the Hell to Bridge, or sorry. The bridge is
Hell
called
to the bridge.
Hell to the Bridge. The bridge is called Hell Bridge, if you didn't guess from my whole opening statement about it. And then we can just start with the start of the little story, the legend. It is said that in the middle of the 19th century, so again, we're in the 1800s, again, children of a small town that was by the bridge started disappearing. Like they were just, I don't know, they couldn't find them. They disappeared without like a trace or a reason. They didn't, no one knew why. A local named Elias Frisk warned the town that demons had taken to the surrounding forest and that they had to act fast for the sake of the remaining children.
When was this supposed to happen?
1800s.
Okay.
The spookiest time.
Yeah, the middle of the 19th century, which would be the 1800s.
Got it. I'm
Nope, I said 19 and then I went to 18, but yeah. I always forget how that is. Anyways, so all the able-bodied adults joined together into search parties to go find their children, or at least some trace, or, try to figure out a clue of what was happening. But they had this fear that with them gone, their remaining children would be stolen or missing or whatever. So they left Elias, who was a very trustworthy older man of the community, with them.
I'm suspicious of Elias.
He's an old man. I don't know. But it did seem like he was, not able-bodied enough to really join in on the search. So he was left with the kids. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, Neil.
All right, townspeople, you take your time going to look in the woods. Mr. Frisky will stay with all the children.
Don't call him that. Okay, whatever. Anyways,
He's not able-bodied enough to look for the kids, but he's able-bodied enough to watch them, and the kids just fucking beat him to death.
who knows what happens? I do, but you don't. Anyways,
You ever put an old man in a sack and move him against a tree?
anyway,
Just being 90s things.
Classic 1890s things.
Elias kept the remaining children close by tying them together with ropes so no one could wander off or get entranced by the devil.
Elias is the villain in the story.
I don't know. I tried to write it so it didn't seem like it completely.
I'm sorry. I understand that it's olden times, but the second an old man is like, here's what I'll do. To keep track of the children, I'll tie them together.
I mean, if he's old and he can't do much, I do,
I could barely lift one child, let alone rope up 10 and hog tie them.
going to delete this part, but every story about it clearly states that he is not a good guy in the beginning. So they're everyone trusts him, but
Why?
I'm not trying to do spoilers.
It's still obvious. I'm not fooling nobody. Anyways, to keep them safe, he was going to tie them all together. Not railroad situation, on the tracks, but you tie their hands together. I don't know. It doesn't really specify. But
I assume
they link them together so that no one can wander.
I want to assume they're doing the follow the leader type thing and a little rope around their waist and all right, and you keep an eye on Timmy and Timmy keeps an eye on Sarah. And
as a kid who
Pass
wouldn't
this to Kevin. Pass this to Kevin.
Oh my God.
Kevin's not here.
Kevin's not here.
As the kid that when I was a child and they took me to Disney, I had a leash. I understand sometimes you have to tie the children together. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying it happens.
It would be a lot funnier if more of your siblings were on leashes.
Oh, it was just
they were
me.
just like a dog walker.
I would like to specify that when I went, I had a sister who was 2 years older than me and then a brother who was 3 years younger. And I was the only one out of the three with a leash. Because I was the only one they had to worry about.
Sick.
Yeah. I don't know, man. And I stand by it to this day. I would not be here if I did not have that. I would have been gone.
Or you could have started a new life in Guam. Who knows?
I could have.
But maybe a young Jonathan Davis was there, and that's what inspired Korn to write Freak on a Leash.
I was 5.
All right.
You fucking weirdo.
I wasn't
18 and a half. I was 18 and a half, and they're like, oh, gotta get a leash on that crazy girl. I was a child. Anyways, back to my tale. So, anyways, Elias.
What did you say?
I was just doing the face. I was
I didn't know what to say to that.
if I look up the lyrics for this, will you read this? What?
No, because I won't be able to read it.
I feel like it's not real words, so I feel like you got it.
Anyway, so Elias, he tied them together and decided that the town wasn't safe enough for them because whatever's in the woods knew, that they were in town. So he brought them to the edge of this bridge.
When it was stone or when it was plank?
Stone.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, this is before that. Imagine an actual bridge.
I assume it being nicer.
I have no idea. There's no photos. Anyways.
In my mind, it's nice.
In my mind. Yes, it's a nice, beautifully arched, still, I don't know. Anyways, so he brought them there and they hung out for a while, waiting for everyone. And then there was this weird foul smell that started to seep into the air around them. And the kids started to complain to Elias and was like, hey, man, what is that smell? And he's like, I don't know.
It's
What
either
could
the
it
old
be?
man shit himself or one of the kids shit himself and they played the blame game for like half an hour on that bridge.
Which I love that those are your only two options. So the elder, Elias, started to look around for what could cause the smell, right? And then he did come across the source. At this point, the kids kind of noticed that Elias seemed to have like this misplaced glee as he moved some leaves and uncovered the bodies of the children that had gone missing. The men they had grown up trusting then began to systematically kill the remaining children and dump their bodies into the river.
Kids, clothesline that man. You have so much rope.
Red Rover, send Elias over. Are you kidding me?
They don't say
Red Rover, send Elias straight to hell.
Now, they didn't have any ages for the kids, so I can only assume that they, 1800s, mid-1800s, that they're like, actual, 5 to 8-year-olds, so they don't know what the hell to do.
Well, yeah,
I
because
don't
a
think they're
12-year-old is a
any,
grown man, and they're helping in the search.
Yeah, exactly. They're able-bodied.
Yeah.
Some of the stories say that he throws them off of the bridge, and then others say that he just threw them into the water on the side of the
Well,
bridge.
honestly, at that point, you knock over one like a domino and since they're all tied together.
Yeah. So he, he did that. And so the parents returned from their fruitless search for any of the remaining kids' bodies or any, clues or anything like that to find their children that weren't missing floating down the river. So devastated
Bummer.
Devastated with the thought that the devil had found their children, they followed footprints in the muddy riverbank till it led to none other than Frisk, who was covered in the children's blood, committing the act. When they restrained him, he insisted that the devil made him commit the murders. Believing him or not, the townspeople were so overcome with betrayal that they grabbed the rope that Frisk had used to corral the children and made a noose. They then dragged the old man by the noose onto the bridge, secured it, and then pushed him over the edge. He dangled for some time, and then some say that he just, they just hung him there, and some stories say that for no reason at all, the rope snapped, and Frisk's body went into the river below, never to reemerge. The townspeople searched for their children's murderer, but failed to find him or any of his remains. That's the base of the story.
I feel like whether or not the whole line about like whether or not the townsfolk believed him, if especially in the 1800s, if you're going to give the explanation, well, the devil told me to do it. No matter what,
You listen?
you certainly won't get clemency. Whether it was you or the devil, the townspeople are like, well, you gotta get rid of the devil. You have to die then. Like.
We can either drown you in holy water or we can just drown you in lake water. It's one or the other.
You're the vessel or you're the guy.
Yeah. So that is the story. Now, there are no records of an Elias Frisk ever in that part of Michigan.
Which is so crazy because I feel like I've heard that name before. And maybe it is just that I've heard some form of this urban legend, but like.
So there's no Elias Frisk, but there is a Frisk family in the county, but they didn't show up until the early 1900s. Then that would have been after this.
And Wilson Fisk is Kingpin in the Marvel Universe.
Son.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
And here I was ready to hear you out, and I was going to be like, yeah, the guy. Nerd.
He's played by Vincent D'Onofrio in the new Daredevil and the old Daredevil TV series.
Very, very interested.
Very good performance by Vincent D'Onofrio.
Sick. Anyways, so the Frisk family, there is people in the county now with that last name, but they weren't there until the 1900s, according to the census.
It makes me want that.
But the street that you go down to get to this is called Frisk Street.
Sure. Well, and I've never been in that area. It just makes me wonder, and maybe, I don't know, maybe down the road we'll do like a deeper dive into how we've mentioned like tulpas and things before. But now it's got me wondering, like, can a name, like the common knowledge of like a name that sounds familiar, be something like a tulpa? Because I swear to God, Elias Fisk or some, like, maybe it's just because you've been saying his name so much, but I have this thing where I'm like, that's a real man, and I know it is. Like,
I mean, it might be somewhere else.
And it might
just
be
for this
it's just for some
story
reason-
though. That's
It just sounds. They did a good job because it sounds like a real name.
it does.
Yeah.
So it is said that the bridge there now is a replacement for the stone bridge from the tale, but the spirits have lingered instead of, being replaced as well. So, yeah. Anyways, for the most part, people see orbs appearing in their photos and videos, while others, they can see shadows move just out of sight, just the corner of your eye. Hearing screams or laughter of children seem to fill the air if you're there around midnight. That's when a lot of things happen. And also you can hear splashing as if a body has hit the water. But most of it's pretty harmless, though there are some more ominous phenomenon. There are witnesses that say they have seen red eyes or hearing a deep laughter from the surrounding woods or from across the bridge, which I would shit my pants.
Yeah, no, red eyes and like ominous deep laughter across that bridge. Because we saw, like, you showed that picture of the bridge at night where you can see about halfway across.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you. Mm-mm.
Yeah. I don't like that. And it is believed that the entity that influenced Frisk, or perhaps just Frisk himself, is still lingering in the woods. Even more so than that, there are two, maybe even three. I don't know, I have to look. There are two other things that scare me the most.
Oh.
So the one is that you can peer over the bridge at night, apparently, and you can see the faces of the murdered children just beneath the water, as if you could reach out and pluck them from their watery death.
Has anybody tried?
They didn't say.
Oh.
Pass.
And then the last one that I hate the most, sorry, dead children faces in water, is that people actually do swim in the river.
Pass.
Ew.
Ew.
Ew. With the dead kids? Ew. They go swimming down Stinky Bridge River with all the dead kids?
Why are you talking about
And it's the scary part isn't the swimming in the spooky thing.
I don't love it.
It is actually
the backstroke.
Is that what you're scared? Some people, while they swim, can feel hands grabbing at their ankles.
Pass.
Yeah. I would feel bad for those
It's called
children.
resistance training.
I'm getting I'm getting like war flashbacks to like the River of the Dead or whatever in Hercules.
Or
the most
Lord of the
cartoonish
Rings.
version. Oh my god,
Yeah.
that would have been a better option.
Wait, what?
Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
Frodo
yeah.
looks, in the weird swamp thing.
Either way, I hate it, and I don't.
Yeah,
want
not a fan. I don't want to see things.
I don't want to swim.
So
No.
this is just the river Styx, is what we're
Yeah.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I don't have cash.
I'm so broke, please.
I don't have 2 coins to cross.
Sir, can you take your scythe, cut my debit card in half? I just leave the pieces
I
over my
only
eyes.
have 69 cents. I don't know what that means. And I don't have enough for chicken nuggets.
At the McDonald's across the river Styx.
Oh hell.
So that is all the background that I really have on it. There's really no, like I said, like documentation or, obituaries or anything on it.
Sure.
And other than that, I did find a person's experience there from 99WFMK.com, another radio thing.
Dude, these radio stations.
WFMUK.
I assume they just need little, time fillers, so they just look up a bunch
yeah, I
of
mean, yeah.
people to tell their stories. Now, the story was very short. I did not change any of the facts, but I did fluff it out so that it had more of an ambiance to it.
I'm Bill.
I'm going to read the little story. Like I said, I made it longer and threw in a bunch of
You made it more
Spooky talk.
cohesive. Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't change anything that this dude had said. So here it goes. Arriving just before midnight, the car was parked in a little dirt turnaround on Frisk Drive. The kind of place where the woods press in so close you feel like you've stepped out of the world for a moment. The gravel crunched under our tires and then went silent, wallowed by the stillness. Even the air felt strange, cool, damp, and full of the quiet hum you only hear near water at night. We found the trail just off the road, a narrow path that wound through the trees, half lost beneath creeping vines and the whisper of tall grass. The moonlight barely reached the forest floor. Every few steps, we caught flickers of movement in the dark, maybe branches shifting or mist curling between the trunks. No one spoke much. It just felt wrong to break the hush. The sound of water reached us first, a low, steady rush that grew louder as we walked. Then the bridge came into view. A narrow metal structure spanned over the black water, out of place and ominous. An old tree stood at one end, leaning towards the bridge as though it had grown that way just to keep watch. The roots had lifted chunks of the ground, and bits of ribbon and plastic clung to its branches. Faded graffiti litters the tree. Names, dates, maybe warnings. But they were too smeared to make out. The air smelled of wet metal and river rot.
Was it river rot or child rot? Bum, bum, bum.
You know what? Good question.
Stinky Bridge strikes again.
Stinky Bridge. It was nearly midnight now. I stepped out first, the bridge vibrating faintly beneath my feet. Hollow and cold. I'm sorry, you okay?
Kelly's like disappointed reaction in what I said. Oh man.
I didn't have anything to add to it. It was just my face went on a journey that was just like
Kelly's reassessing if she's gonna go past episode. What are we on 12?
Kelly quits every episode.
well, stop making me want to.
It's not. Is it my fault or is it mostly Neil's fault?
I feel like it's
Yeah, I think Zachary tried to make you quit last time.
Zach, yeah. I saw that earlier. I'm so sick of your sense of humor. Do you hear me? I was fine with it because I was like, oh, Neil, what a gas. And then I saw your thing at the top that was like, I've been laughing at this for 30 minutes.
All right.
I fucking hate you.
I'm going to add the mystery photo that Neil just showed Kelly into the photos on Instagram, and you have to guess which one he's been laughing at for 3 days.
You tell me which one you think award-winning director Neil Willoughby finds so funny. The answer may shock you.
It was nearly midnight now. I stepped out first, the bridge vibrating faintly beneath my feet, hollow and cold through the soles of my shoes. There was only room for one person to cross at a time, so my friend hung back, flashlights off, letting the dark take over. The metal creaked as I moved towards the center. The river below looked dark and endless.
Who is this psycho?
Yeah, that's not fucking safe.
Okay, I will say the way he wrote it was more of just like, I went on the bridge. I'm making it a little spookier, just a little bit.
Nonetheless.
All right, so this is a made-up psycho. You're the psycho.
I mean, he still did it. I don't know. I can read you the original.
You tell me. The guy's on the bridge.
I tried to steady my breathing, to listen for footsteps, whispers, anything. Then the shaking began. Subtle at first, like a passing tremor. Then more deliberate. The metal rattled. There was no wind. I wasn't moving. And my friend had called out quietly from the edge, his voice thin against the dark. I looked down, expecting to see the water rippling, but it was still, perfectly still. A low sound came from beneath the bridge, almost like a sigh or the drag of something heavy against the iron supports. It was probably not really that many supports, guys. It was just overwhelmed.
I was going to say, that's the bridge about to collapse, dude.
My stomach dropped. I backed up slowly, 1 foot after another, until my boots hit dirt again. The moment I stepped off, the trembling stopped. Just silence, deep and heavy, and the faint hiss of the river continuing on like nothing had happened. Neither of us said much after that. We just stood there, staring at the bridge, half expecting it to move again. Whatever had been there, whatever had stirred that quiet metal skeleton, had gone still, waiting, maybe, for the next fool to cross at midnight.
Yeah.
Dun dun.
But yeah,
dun, dun.
No, of course. You're crossing a bridge in the dark that's made out of discarded baking sheets.
Yeah, and again, can't stress this enough. It has no railings.
Yeah, I will read the line that he said about the bridge, just so you can hear it from exactly his perspective. He just said, I walked out onto the footbridge. There's only room for one person, stood there and looked down into the water. I didn't see any specters like some claim, but as I stood there as still as I could, the bridge started to shake under me. There was no wind, I wasn't moving, and my buddy was not making it shake. Needless to say, I walked off before I fell in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing's gonna give.
Dude,
Well, yeah, you're going to fall and you're going to have to get like 6 tetanus shots.
I fucking hate this because it's making me like suspicious of any bridge in the middle of the woods because it's just that thing of like,
Oh, I'm always suspicious of them. They are going to fall apart.
well, I mean, I've been on some like the ones that like Stony are
Well, okay, those aren't the middle of nowhere though. That's like a
right,
park.
but it is in the middle of the woods, and it's that thing where if you've seen any horror movie and you're in a space that's vaguely similar to it,
Mhm.
all of that just comes because I just keep thinking about. I'm pretty sure it's in the first Conjuring movie where help me.
What about water?
They fall down the stairs.
No.
The floor gives out when she's in the wall.
Lorraine, God, whoa, sorry.
Oh, I didn't know we were looking for a person.
No, sorry. No, it's just, it reminds me of, I'm pretty sure it's in like the first Conjuring where Lorraine has to go like take a break and she's standing out near like the lake pond.
Oh,
water,
yeah.
And like she sees like an apparition of like her daughter like floating
Yeah.
by and whatnot. And it's just like, it's that ambiance of like being outside, like there's a giant tree and everything and staring down into the water and being like,
Yeah.
something fucked is gonna drift through here.
It's interesting that you brought this up as like an urban legend because I think you're 100% right with that. But in the way that a lot of urban legends are based on like cautionary tales, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you look at some of the most famous urban legends and they're like, don't talk to strangers, don't.
That's most like,
But-
folklore and like, the stories you would tell your kids and stuff. It was to protect them. It wasn't necessarily like, oh, there were 3 pigs and a wolf.
Right.
It was like,
I'm just saying that
build a sturdy house.
for
fool.
this show, whatever episode number we are on
I
with
couldn't
this.
tell ya.
Yeah. I think this is like really the first example of that like urban legend as cautionary tale
Mhm.
that, Fisk Road, whether there was a man named Fisk or not, using that as Frisk Road. Fisk is
your
Vincent
weird
D'Onofrio.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah, Kingpin.
Yeah. He does not own this road.
And
No.
now
Or this
I'm
bridge.
just sitting over here thinking
It's my
about-
bridge now, go man.
I'm just sitting over here thinking about the scene in El Francisco. I know what I'm talking about.
I know.
There's a lot of different journeys happening at this table.
There are. Intrigued.
But yeah, no, I do find that,
Yeah, don't trust old men.
well, yeah, especially when their last name's Frisky.
Yeah.
Old man, let's leave all the kids with old man Frisky.
Yeah, the cautionary tale is literally like, if there's an old man with a startling amount of rope.
I love the
He's just standing there with so
just
much
Dan-
rope.
He's just pulling more rope out and like, go on, go find the other kids.
No, literally, I'm gonna it's a self-fulfilling prophecy because I'm gonna go to Home Depot and I'm gonna just walk down an aisle and I'm gonna see an old man just pulling down lengths of rope and be like, it's not enough. It's not enough. And I'm gonna do a slow backup.
I feel like
You
it's
see that
skit.
scene and you just walk up to him and you're like, is that enough for 30 kids?
Dude, no, it's that one skit where I think was it DeFranco? Was it James DeFranco? And
James
someone
Franco?
else? James
James Franco.
Yeah. Sorry, did I say Frank DeFranco?
You said DeFranco.
Yeah. It fucking happens. Anyways, they like go to the store to buy rope to obviously hang themselves, and I forget who the other dude is, but it's another famous person. And they're like, "Oh man, what are you getting it for?" And he's like, "I don't know. I'm like using it to, tow a truck or something." And he was like, "Well, this isn't gonna do it. You're gonna want this heavy duty stuff." And he was like, "No, I just kind of want this rope." And he's like, "What are you using this rope for again?" And he's like, "To tow a boat." And he's like, "Yeah, no, you can't use that, man. You gotta use this nice stuff." And it's just the whole conversation of just being
And
like,
he's talking about how it's gonna be like too harsh or like,
yeah. And the guy's like, what are you talking about? But it's the same thing when you're like, why are you getting so much rope? Oh, well, I just got so many things to tie up right
Yeah,
now.
no. If I go to the hardware store and I see old man Withers gathering too much rope, I'm gonna be like,
I also feel like it has to be a thinner rope because you can't get that thick rope around it. Like the kid's gonna be able to slide right out of that.
we learned about this in Dennis the Menace.
I forgot what movie it's from. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's Davy Franco.
Duh, yeah.
It's Davy Franco, and the guy at the store is
Mhm.
Pete Davidson.
There we go. That
Yeah.
sounds about right. Yeah.
What is that from?
I thought it was just a skit.
Oh, you need a rope, you need a trailer hitch for your car, right? That's why you're not towing the boat with the car, so. Okay, so what are you towing it with?
Another boat.
It's gonna be a little scratchy.
Scratchy. Why does that matter for a boat?
Why does that matter? I don't know how much I can keep this in. It's
no,
getting
you
in
probably
trouble,
can't.
but-
Yeah.
Apparently,
the tiniest
show
clip.
is called The Now.
The Now, I've
Yeah.
never heard of it,
Me
but
neither.
from just that clip itself, I would take a little gander into it.
Very funny.
But yeah,
Many
so that's
fucking
you know,
Francos.
there are, but that one, I like that one.
He's fine.
Was it
Davy's a good one.
Davy? Yeah, Davy. Yeah, that's what I got. That was the story.
Thank you.
Yeah, not a lot of facts, which I feel like I like
But
to
you
have
know,
that. But
I
it's
mean,
okay.
we've done a story on stuff with less.
That's true.
Certain squirrels and
Certain big green.
Certain.
certain squirrels that may or may not be the size of either a hill or specifically a 72 Buick.
Geography squirrel.
Oh my god! I just edited that one yesterday, so I've heard that so many times.
No, but yeah, it is definitely creepy. Man, something about dude, I'm just really fixated on what that bridge looks like at night because I'm just like
And I will say, as like an urban legend, this is the one that like I feel like it feels like something you can go do, which like I don't recommend because it just sounds kind of dangerous in itself.
stand on that bridge one at a time.
Yeah, and like getting to the bridge, there's no like actual like trail.
Mhm.
So like, go at your own risk. And I saw the sides of it. There's no way. It's not a smooth transition onto that bridge. It is like a gap and you might jump.
But sorry, go ahead.
But it feels like something that like, oh, I can go to this bridge at night and it's going to be spooky and something may or may not happen. Where a lot of the other ones, it's like, I have to go and sit at this girl's house and see if a ghost appears.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it has that less of like the trespassing feel, even though I'm sure at night you're not supposed to be there. So
Well, and it's one of those things where like sometimes, and it's just like, it's definitely a psychological thing for sure. But sometimes if you're somebody that like scoots through the woods, even if you're on like a path and you're going to like a nature area that like you've been to before, sometimes you will be out and about and you will be by yourself and suddenly the hair will start to stand up on your arms and you'll be like, because I've gotten that a couple times, but it's like that whole thing about how I personally won't, whenever I'm visiting Dodge Park and I'm walking around by myself, I will take the path that wraps around to the left, but I will only take this path that goes to the right.
oh, I know.
If I'm
only
with
if I'm with
other
me.
people, because
Only if
it's-
I'm with me. I'm sorry. When only she's with me.
because it takes you to like this swampland area where like everything is underwater, and don't go in there in the summer because it's nothing but mosquitoes. But it like, I don't go there by myself because there were too many times where I went and it just felt so eerie that I was like, no.
Which is funny because I love that part. It is eerie. It has a very like swampy feel. And what is it? We don't have swamps in Michigan. They're more of
Marshes.
Marshes.
Yeah.
So it's very marshy,
Marshall
but like,
Mathers.
Do you know he worked at Gilbert's?
oh my god, oh my god, how does this keep getting brought up? Anyways, we have more marshes, but growing up here, usually those are the first things that they gotta get rid of.
Yeah.
So I know like now they're trying to bring them back to the ecosystem around here, but it's like not something we typically see.
Yeah.
Like I feel that we don't typically see. It's either a lake or it's not there,
I think
Yeah.
like the city we all grew up in was technically marshland.
It was.
Yeah,
And the one park, Metro, they are bringing back the marshland there that wasn't there when we grew up because they took it out.
Dude, relentlessly, the area where the arch is returning to a marsh, whether you fucking like it or not.
Right?
One day we'll do a story on the arch, but there's really nothing there but our own experiences. So I wanted to show a few more photos real quick. Again, they'll be on our Instagram. And it was this one guy on Reddit was talking and he took some photos. And he did say like, this is whatever it is. But it's weird that he has the same weird like white orb thing in the same kind of like shape because it's
Okay.
not circle. It looks like a weird thing. And so this is over one of the puddles there.
Mhm.
And so then here's more from him.
Ooh.
And then that's string in this one. But he was like, oh, there's like this weird like other white line in
I'm
there.
so fixated on because I'm like, oh, a distant lasso as though thrown by an old man.
He does specifically
exactly
say
what
in
I
his
was thinking.
post, he's like, it is like a random string that like came out of nowhere, but like it's just a string, but like there's like the weird white around it,
Yeah.
like all right there. And then there's his pictures of it where he has more of those like, this
I
is like his little like,
hate
close up of
that.
it, but like it's like the weird shape. And it could just be his
Hate
camera,
that,
you know,
for
like something was
sure.
on there. And then this is someone else's photo that has like
I got
more of
Arby's
those.
sauce on my lens.
Maybe. This one is one of the spooky ones I did not like. I don't know what to tell you as the viewers. This one is just bridge going into the darkness.
Yeah.
I don't like it. During the day, it does not look nearly as creepy, but I still would not
It's
walk
still-
on it.
No, yeah, I still wouldn't walk on
I
it.
mean, I
And
was-
again, like depending on when, like if I were out there and all I heard was like the kind of rustling of leaves and shit, I would be like,
But think how pretty it would be this time of year where you have like the leaves turning colors and matches the rust of the bridge.
I was gonna say,
Mm.
yeah, it's
This
a
also has
beautiful.
fog in this one too. That's weird.
It's a beautiful last thing to see in my moments of life. Like,
Yeah, it's interesting, but a lot of people get the orbs a lot, which I mean, it's dust, it could be bugs, and a lot of people are using their flash, so it's going to reflect whatever.
yeah,
But it just was weird that a lot of his had that same shape.
yeah,
And I liked his because he was like, listen, I know it could be anything. I thought it was weird that they were all in this shape.
Sure.
So, yeah, that's my tale. Those are my photos. Check them out.
yeah.
All right. So how far away is this from us?
How far is Redford? Not Redford.
Rockford.
Rockford.
I feel like we mentioned Rockford at one
feel like
point in
it's
a
like-
different one.
Down towards
Mhm.
Monroe, possibly. Because the River Rouge is down
It's
river.
about 2.5 hours away.
I was going to say, yeah, 2.5 hours, and it is it's above Grand Rapids.
Oh.
Mhm.
I'm thinking of like the River Rouge plant south of Detroit, but
It must be a different
Rouge River.
Yeah,
we
because it
have
is
so
like
many-
the Rouge River is there, so I am looking at the correct place. But it's a small river. I mean, it's long.
Huh.
It goes all the way from like Belmont.
Well, next time we're out in Grand Rapids, we'll just go to Home Depot, buy some rope, tie ourselves together, and walk onto the bridge.
And that's hilarious because you know damn well that if one of us goes down, we're all going down. There's no
And
way.
that's how the
I think
podcast
that's the-
ends.
yeah.
What a sad ending. We were dumb.
They just find a corrupted audio file and we become the new Blair Witch situation like 10 years from now.
But
We
then,
wouldn't make any of that monetized money.
Oh my
Correct.
gosh! But then, like, you know, you hear,
The tale of the 3 idiots that went to the bridge.
yeah. But then at like midnight, you hear us like laughing at each other, and then like,
We're gonna blow these ghost kids' minds.
Oh, God. Yeah, they're all old timey ghosts.
We're gonna
and
teach them how to backstroke, and we're gonna teach them the good music that are definitely not dated at all.
Black Betty,
Yeah.
Break on a Leash.
I don't want to teach weird young kids.
I'm just saying, we've covered a weird amount of music on this episode.
Lady, tell me how am I supposed to live without you? Apparently not, because we're tied together, so we're going in.
We have to send our greatest minds. Get, name.
Uh,
Michael Bolton!
Michael Bolton. Okay, Zach and I have a weird love of Michael Bolton. I'm
I
not getting
know.
into it.
I know.
We just do. It came out of nowhere.
He's one of our greatest minds. Get him on the horn. Send him to the Hellbridge.
I
Send
need
him to
Michael
the-
Bolton, and I need him on the Hellbridge yesterday.
Stat! He's our best man on the inside.
It makes me okay. Kelly and I were at this art fair thing, and this kid came up to us and he was talking to us about film stuff because
Not Michael Bolton. Though.
not Michael. No. But so we were there, and this kid was asking because we had stickers for Hiraeth films, which we're all a part of. You should know this by now. I don't know. I haven't talked about it. Doesn't matter. And so he's asking, and he goes, "Have you ever worked with Michael Keaton?" And I was like,
Not yet.
No, not yet, bud. We are in Independent, Michigan, And he goes, "When will you work with Michael Keaton?"
Will you wear wigs?
And we were just like,
I don't know,
if
man.
I had a date for that, I would tell you. I don't know. And then he went off on his friend who had a similar name, and it was.
Dude.
Then he just took a bite of candy, said it tasted like ass, and walked off.
That kid killed me. That was one of those perfect, like, organic moments with a strange, awkward child who's just like, have you ever met Michael Keaton? Are you going to one day? This candy tastes like butt.
But
I
then
ran
also
for student council. And I
he
won,
said that
so-
because I won student council and then walks away.
No, he literally did the, like, I ran for student council and I won, so...
All right. You guys
So
are
weird.
now justifying Mr. Frisk's decision to throw a bunch of children off the bridge.
He was very
Because imagine multiple of them like, scary tastes like butt, Mr. Frisk. Scary tastes like butt. I'm
No,
going to run for student council. I'd be like, all right.
he
you're
was
outta here.
very
bridge.
excited to talk about his day. I just did not understand why he was like, Michael Keaton, you know him, right? He's a personal friend, right? You know him?
I just don't understand why in the year of our
Good for
Lord
him.
2025, there's an 11-year-old that is fixated on Michael Keaton.
I don't know, but he is now the president of some student council business. Good for him.
I'm also president of the Michael Keaton fan club.
Oh my
Stop!
We watch the Tim Burton Batman a lot.
Listen, he was very sweet, but he took our sticker
Joker.
and he was just like, I could follow you guys right now if I wanted to. I was like, cool. And he was like, how many followers do you got? I'm like, dude, I don't know. Who are you? You're not Michael Keaton. I know that.
How funny would it be if that was just Michael Keaton's fucking son?
I would love that. I don't know if he had. Well, he probably does. I don't know.
care.
Oh my God, stop it.
The thing is,
That's the end of this episode. I'm cutting us off here.
Michael Keaton.
Follow us on Instagram. And whatever you are listening to this on, you can follow us on there, like, subscribe, all that business. Leave us a comment. Tell us, you can, we have an email up now. So if you have anything to say, you can email info at,
Did you
maybe
put
not.
together
I don't
the
know.
email?
Oh,
then
did I have
who's
to? I
flying
don't
the
know.
plane?
I don't know. I don't gotta look.
By the time this episode premieres, we should have an email put together. It's going to be info@deadpinearchives.com. Also, make sure to leave us a review. Ideally, a 5-star review, because it is the best way to make sure more people have to endure our bullshit.
Good.
Yeah. All right.
Good.
See you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.
Hooroo. It's Michael Keaton.